going on? It's Jason from Cedar Planters. I'm going to teach you how to assemble your planter box for raised garden bed. So you got your box here, your order comes in and it says top, open this side first. So you can open up that side first and then you're going to be left with all your parts here. So we've got the base parts here, we've got 2 short sides, we've got 4 legs. They're a little bit different. The holes, the one set goes that way and another set goes this way, like that. Just keep them separate. You've got black bolts and you've got silver screws, and then we got a screwdriver and a wrench, and lastly we got 2 long sides. So if you have a planter box, the installation process is the exact same as the raised garden bed, which we're assembling here today. So first thing you're going to want to do is take your cardboard box that your order came in, and flatten it out. You're going to set that on a work surface, your dining room table, your picnic table outside, your floor, whatever you want to assemble it on. Once you have that flattened out, it protects your table and whatnot. So we're going to take a long piece here, and then we're going to get a short piece here. And what we're going to do is we're going to put this short piece just like this. We want to make sure the long pieces are facing down and the short pieces are at the top. Same thing on this long side. It's very important that the long pieces are going the same direction. So once you have your long piece and your short piece here lined up, you're going to take your silver screw here and you're going to put one in here. I'm going to screw that in with our screwdriver. The holes are all pre-drilled, so it's super easy. Just keep screwing until that's nice and tight. You don't want to over tighten these screws. So once you get it in that pocket, that's tight enough. So just like that, that's good. Now you don't have to hold this anymore, it's going to stay up on its own. We're going to take the other silver screw, we're going to go in the very bottom hole. So the silver screws go on the very top and the very bottom. So this one might be a little bit more difficult to screw in if you're not near the edge of your table. So as you can see, I'm getting close to the edge of the table with the screwdriver. What you want to do is pull that right to the edge of the table. And to make it easier, the holes are all pre-drilled, but if you want to make sure that this long piece is lined up with the edge of the short piece here. And that will ensure that the holes are lined up that you need to go into. So we got that one done. Next, we're going to grab the next long piece here. And again, we want to make sure that the long pieces are facing down. It's going to match this one. We have this big piece here. They're both at the top. So we're going to line that up here on this side. I'm going to take 2 more silver screws and we're going to screw this in. Once it's in there, that's enough. That's good. So now what we're going to do, we're going to come around to the other side. We've got the other short piece here. We're just going to pull this cardboard box to the edge here, and then we're going to pull our entire box to the edge as well. Not quite to the edge because we still need to put this piece in. So again, very important, long pieces down towards the table. It's going to match the other side. If you don't match the other side, it's going to be very difficult to put the base pieces in. So exact same process as the other side. I'm going to put our screws in. And that's it. So now, our box is assembled, almost. We take our legs next. We're going to continue to go down to this side. So we're going to get 1 of each. So you'll notice the difference here. If I put them side by side, you can see that this would be the top of the planter box, and one side of the holes is on this side and the other side is on this side, so they kind of face in. So we want to grab one of each leg. And we want to grab 10 of the black screws here and our wrench. So this part, we want to have the shortest distance facing down. So you can see there's about 1.5 inches, and up here we have about 15 inches. We want to put the 1.5 inch side down. And then we're going to just put in our screws. So I like to do the top and the bottom first. Just put them in there by finger. And then we're going to take our wrench here and we're just going to tighten those up. Again, don't over tighten these, you just want them to be snug. So to get that one at the bottom, you're going to need to pull it right to the edge of the table. And again, just snug. Just like that. So put the other 3 in. And just snug. You'll know it's snug when it's tight over on the edge here. Just snug. And then the last one, just snug. So I'm going to show you what will happen if you put the wrong leg up. So this would be the wrong leg for this corner. We know that because we got the shortest distance facing down towards the table, and there's no holes to screw into here. So that's incorrect. We get the correct leg here, and the holes line up beautifully. So we're going to screw those in, put the top one in. Okay, now that we've got that done, you can either do this on your own, or if you have somebody help you, it's a little easier. We want to take this off the table and flip it over. So we're now done on the table. We have our box. The only thing that's left to do is put in our base pieces and our liner. So the base pieces you have here, they all have a tongue and a groove. So we're going to put them in, and we're going to put them in like this. We're going to put the tongues together and the grooves together. We're not going to go this way. We don't want to do that. That will not allow for adequate drainage. This is the correct way. So we're going to do that the whole length of the box. You'll notice you have one piece that is cut. You may or may not have a piece that's cut depending on the size of the box that you have. But if you have a cut piece, you're going to save that for the very last piece. So just keep putting these in, tongue to tongue, groove to groove. Once I get over to this side, I like to put this side in because it's harder to put these in against these supports here, so you want to do that first, and then you just take your final piece here and put it in. So the next part is very important. After you're done this, if you're building it inside or on your deck or somewhere, you're going to want to place the box where you want it to go. Once you put the soil in, it's very difficult to move. So you want to place the box outside in its home, its forever home, and then you put the soil in. So we're going to take our box outside, we're going to put the liner in it, and we're going to show you how to do the liner. Alright, we're ready to put our liner in. So one thing is, if you don't have your soil, don't put your liner in yet. Only put your liner in once you have your soil. So once you have your soil, you're gonna get your liner. We're just gonna lay it in here. Just kind of place it in there how we think it's gonna go. You just kind of want to have the same amount overlapped on each side, and then you're gonna get your bag of soil here. We're gonna put it in the bottom. So once you have that first bag of soil in there, it helps to prevent the wind from blowing around the liner. So kind of spread it around. I did a pretty good job here, if I don't say so myself, that getting the liner all nice and even around. So we don't need to make any adjustments, but if you did need to make an adjustment, say this side had too much and this side didn't have enough, you're gonna just, pull that over, make your adjustment there, and it's nice and easy. The soil helps hold it all in there. So once you have that liner arranged, just grab your next bag of soil. Depending on your size of box will depend on how much soil you need. An easy way to do it is figure out the length and the width of your box in inches, and then the depth of you want the soil to go. So all the boxes are 12 inches deep. Maybe you only want 10 inches of soil, so you multiply those all together. So 36 times 18 times 10, and that will give you your cubic inches. And then you go to the computer, you go to Google, and you say cubic inches to liters, and then that will tell you how many liters you need of soil, because it's sold usually by the liter or the yard. But Google is your friend. So that third bag of soil is actually pretty good. Got me right to the brim almost. So now we've got all this excess liner here. So you could do one of two things. You can take your scissors and you can trim away all the excess. If you don't want to use your scissors, you can just tuck it down. If the soil gets on the wood, it's okay. It's cedar. It's really durable stuff. So you can tuck it all in there, just like that if you want, or what we like to do, just trim it away. But once you trim away the excess, if that's the route you want to take, to make it look nice, you can fold over these insides and then use the soil to kind of pack it up and make it look a little pretty. And again, if the soil is outside the liner or it comes in contact with the wood, it's completely fine. The liner helps filter the water as it drains out the bottom and keeps the water clean draining out the bottom. That is the main purpose of the liner. Just like that. It's looking pretty good here now. So you're ready to plant your flowers, your veggies, whatever you want to plant in there. You need time to plant it, and that's it. You're good to go. If you have any questions, you can call us, email us, text us. We'll be happy to answer any questions you have. Again, thank you for purchasing and have a great day.